have the microphone, it means I don't have to really raise my voice, but my second grade teacher, Mrs. Myers, who I still remember, would tell you that based on what I did in her class when I was 7 and 8 years old, I really don't even need the microphone. She really made quite an impression. Tells you what teachers can do, right? I want to thank you all for coming tonight. I'm pinch hitting. Mrs. Harrison is typically the person who has the pleasure of introducing everyone this evening and welcoming you. She's been battling a respiratory virus, and it's just not letting go. And for her to be talking and trying to get through this without coughing, she felt would be so disruptive that she asked me to. So, like any good pinch hitter, now that notes are legal in baseball, I have some with me. So, for those of you I have not met yet, which is at least half of you, based on the faces that I recognized earlier tonight, I'm Superintendent Morandi. I'm so excited to be here. One of the things that I did in preparing for this night was to watch the concerts and the things from last year. So I'm familiar with what a special evening this is, because this is the beginning of the performances. This is their first choral concert, the first formal band concert, and none of it is possible without the dedication, without the hours, the preparation of both Ms. Dame and Ms. Wildman, who make this evening for us possible. So I'd like to acknowledge both of them and give them a round of applause. And so them doing their job means your students doing theirs. And they've really worked very hard. From somebody who has them across from their office, I know what it sounds like in September. I know what it just sounded like now. You were in for a treat. So, a couple of notes on this, right? Tonight is the night where they really kick off the rest of their music future. Tonight's the night when they fall in love with performance, and when you get to see what it is that they've been accomplishing. And this is your first of many. We've got some people sitting out here that I know too who have been here to support their daughter since the beginning, which we're not going to tell you how many years ago that was, but it was when she was performing, and now she's the teacher. And we still have proud parents sitting in the office, you're not sitting in the office, you're not in trouble, sitting in the audience. So thank you all for being here, for starting this journey with them, for being willing to continue this journey with them throughout their high school years and beyond. And I want to also thank the siblings, because you all are here tonight too. You're here to support your brothers, your sisters, your cousins, your friends, and thank you. Thank you for coming tonight. We really appreciate you being here too. So none of you want to hear me. You want to hear your own students. Again, welcome, and without further ado, our choral ensemble.
Thank you and welcome. We are going to start our evening with a song that all of our kids learned at least in 3rd grade, and not before. And they sang at a couple of hockey games, or will be singing at another hockey game. So I would invite you now to stand as you're able for the singing of the anthem.
Through the
Zippity-Doo-Dah is from the 1946. That's an old song, right? Disney classic, Song of the South. And it actually won, the film won an Academy Award for the song. Zippity-Doo-Dah is reported by a Disney historian to be a word created by Walt Disney himself, and he seemed to be a lover of nonsense words. He also came up with a couple of others you might be familiar with, like bibbidi-bobbidi-boo and supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So here we go with Zippity-Doo-Dah, because we are excited to be singing for you tonight. These are musical instruments, not anything else. Just so you know. This is the song where we really introduced harmony into the 5th grade choral curriculum. Up to this point, most of our singing is in unison, where everybody sings the same thing at the same time. This song we will be singing in round form as well as in unison, and then they're actually going to play it on their instruments, and to do that they really need to coordinate their timing and listen to each other. So please enjoy Hear the Bells, kind of our New Year song too.
Open being January, I always like to put in a song of some kind of social justice with Martin Luther King Day around the corner. So this is a song written also quite a while ago, and it was a song of protest, really about the Progressive Party and trying to kind of equalize the playing field. Let me see the exact date for that. Here we go, 1949. So another oldie but goodie, but I'm guessing most of you may recognize it. Anybody ever hear of Peter, Paul, and Mary?
We've had a lot of fun with this one.
I just want to add how proud I am of these kids. They have given up most of this on one recess. They've given up their recess to learn this and come to me even on those big, beautiful, bright, lovely days where they'd love to be outside. They'd come on Tuesdays and then close to the concert it's been 2 recesses. It's been Fridays, which really hurts, and I appreciate I appreciate your sacrifice. I truly, truly do. And I want to thank all of you for sending me such great kids to work with their enthusiasm and supporting the arts here in our community. The arts and your support, I believe, are truly an integral part of what makes Sutton such a special, special place to be. So, thank you. And if you'll hang on just a second, we will get rid of these risers. The kids are going to come down and take their seats so they can support the band. Oh, yeah, I'll take care of the risers, okay? So come on down and take your seats and put the bells that way. And I'll get the risers out of the way so the band can play. both groups look awesome. We'd like to begin our first piece for you today, Mojo. I don't know if you've ever heard that phrase, get your mojo on, but we've got our game on for you. That was fun. So, parents, a lot of change since September, the first time they were playing, right? Good, huh? Isn't that pretty cool? Wait till May. You'll be like, oh my God, it's not safe at all. So I do a little jib-jabbing in between. One, I like to talk. Two, if you haven't noticed, percussion's always on the move. So I try to give them an opportunity to move and not feel like they have to take out the whole place to get over to their next spot. And three, for that piece right there, that was a huge piece for all of them, but the brass players, if you have played a brass instrument in your lifetime, you know that your lovely, what we call chops, your muscles in your face, can get pretty tired out. So that one's a pretty tough one. So we made sure it was first when they were fresh, but we also promised them I would chat a bit. So our next piece we're going to play for you today is called Frere Jacques. Some of you might know it as Are You Sleeping? We are going to do it as a round, and we're going to have the woodwinds begin the round first. Woodwinds, raise your hands so we know who you are. And then my brass players are going to be second, and then my percussion is going to be third. And it's sort of nice to divide it that way because, you know, when we're together and we're all excited, sometimes it's hard to hear all those instruments. And so this gives you a chance to just go through the flow. Now this is difficult because a round means each group starts the same song later.
And you're never supposed to catch up. You're always supposed to be behind, so that the art of keeping a steady pulse and not panicking, going faster, is a trick. So they all know they're supposed to lean on beat number 1. If we still lean on 1, we'll be good. As they begin the move again, I just want to thank a few people. Thank you to my awesome 5th grade teachers who support these kids and allow them to head on down, get their lessons and everything else under the sun. Thank you, Dr. Roberts Morandi and Mrs. Harrison in the Sutton School Committee. They support the arts. They know the arts are important, and it makes our kids smarter. Okay, and I really am thankful for that. I'm thankful for all of you. So my mantra, if you've been at my concerts, it's the same mantra, and I'm going to say it over and over again. Thank you for sending your kids to school every day ready to learn. Thank you for making sure they have all their materials. Thank you for helping them get their charts filled out. Thank you for making sure they get food in them one way or another. Thank you for showing them that education is the thing you can keep for a lifetime and is one of the most important things we can have. Thank you. That's what makes my day easy, to hang with your kids. We're going to play Beethoven's 9th grade, age 5, 5th grade, and we are truly looking forward to having you hear this piece. So our last piece for you this evening, you know, who doesn't like a little queen? So we got our shortened version of We Will Rock You. Now, what were we learning? Hey, we did this and probably started in October. 4 notes? 4 different notes? Right? So who would know that something so famous as We Will Rock You is truly, that pattern's just 4 for them. They're 4 first starting notes. And what we added to it was what we call dynamics. So they have been learning a lot of Italian in the past few weeks. So anything from an accent to a staccato to what's allegro, moderato. And for dynamics, it's piano, which means to be soft. And we hope the second round it'll be mezzo piano. Then we pray for mezzo forte. And we shall finish forte. But will it be gross loud? No. We hope not. Seriously, I love you kids. Thank you. I really love your kids. Thank you.